Hello, my name is Jen, and this is my friend Socrates, the turkey vulture. We're from a program at the University of Guelph called Wild Ontario. Wild Ontario is a program that seeks to educate the public about wildlife here in our province, and specifically about minimizing human impact on that wildlife. Our website, if you're interested for more information, is ourwildontario.ca. Socrates here, the turkey vulture, this is a really amazing creature. One of the largest birds that we see in southern Ontario, a lot of vultures around. A lot of people have had a chance to see this gorgeous creature, but don't realize necessarily that vultures are scavengers and are a very important part of the ecosystem. This is an animal that eats things like botulism and E. coli and salmonella and cleans those things up from the environment, which minimizes the transfer of those things from dead animals to other creatures and eventually human beings. So, what an important creature. Socrates lives with us because he's missing a wing after being hit by a car, and we can see open up his wing a little bit. Unfortunately, these guys do feed readily by the side of the road, which is a dangerous place to find a meal. Soc's wing was broken and was amputated eventually, which means he can't fly and is doomed to a life in captivity.
Hi, my name is Rebecca. I'm a volunteer with Wild Ontario, and I handle a bird named Whistler. Whistler is a broad-winged hawk. She's one of the smaller species of hawks that you'll find in Ontario. She's a migratory bird, so right now, being November, you won't find them around. It's a little bit too cold. She's found here from May to mid-September, and broad-winged hawks are noted for their large migrations. So birds of prey tend to be solitary animals in the wild, and they only interact with each other when mating. An exception is broad-wing migration. Broadwings migrate in what are called kettles, and it's because it looks like rising clouds of smoke, and they have been counted up to 400,000 birds going through one location. So people will travel from all over North America to spots like Hawk Cliff or to specific spots in Mexico where the continent narrows, and they will gather just to see a sky full of broad-winged hawks, these identical little silhouettes flying overhead for hours and hours non-stop. So Whistler is a migratory bird, and she was stolen from the wild, and the people who stole her didn't know how to take care of her, and you can see that because as a migratory bird, she can't spend winter here. She was exposed to the cold, and she has some missing talons due to frostbite. So aside from the frostbite, they also did something called human imprinting, which means that being raised from such a young age, she doesn't know how to behave like a bird. She doesn't know how to hunt in the wild. She doesn't know how to migrate because she associates with humans. She didn't learn how to be a wild bird, and that's what makes her non-releasable. If she were released to the wild, she would just fly to a person, which is very dangerous for her and for a person. It would be very scary. So we have Whistler at Wild Ontario, where she leads a wonderful life, and being a human imprint, she's a wonderful education bird, and she's been educating the public about human impacts on the environment for the last 12 years.
All right, I'm Caitlin, and this is my special friend Artemis, who is an American kestrel that we got early last November. When she was found, she had no tail feathers or primary feathers, and we think this is because she was kept as a pet and taken illegally from a nest. So obviously that is illegal, and when she came to us, she was not able to fly because of the loss of these feathers. So as you can see, she's grown them all back now, so she can fly now. As I said before, she's an American kestrel, and she is the smallest falcon in North America, so obviously she hunts these smaller birds and smaller prey. So I'm just going to introduce Einstein right over here with Brittany.
Hello, my name is Brittany and this is Einstein, and Einstein is a great horned owl, and they're one of the largest owls you can find here in Ontario. And Einstein's no exception. She's a very large bird. With most birds of prey, the females tend to be larger than the males, and Einstein is a female and she is big for a girl, so she's definitely the upper limit of what you'd see. And you can find great horned owls all over Ontario. In fact, they have the largest range of any bird of prey species in North America. You can find them all the way up to the tree line in Canada and all the way south down to South America. So you can find them just about everywhere. And some neat great horned owl facts. They have incredible feet. If you look at her feet right now, they're very, very strong. She can exert 500 pounds of pressure per square inch with her feet. And just to put that into perspective, people, we can exert about 60, and if she could in fact fit a 2x4 piece of wood in those feet, she could crush it. So they're incredibly powerful birds.
So this program is based at the University of Guelph and is actually a redirection of the Wild Bird Clinic, a rehab program that used to take care of wild birds and release them back to the wild. Now, the program has changed a lot over the years and now is actually a student volunteer cooperative that is run with essentially no funding other than the in-kind funding that we get. Our income comes from doing paid programs like tonight at the Pickering Naturalists Club and doing other presentations. Though we are working towards a pretty lofty fundraising goal, we're hoping to build a new facility in the next couple of years. That's going to cost us at least $250,000. So if you're feeling generous, donation information can be found on our website. If you go to ourwildontario.ca and check out the How to Help link, you'll be able to find everything you need there. Thank you.